Yes, children. So today we are going to do English grammar. Yes, last class we had started with chapter 12 sentences. Today we are going to continue with part 2 of chapter 12 sentences. Okay, we are going to continue with the second part of the same chapter. Children, last week we learned that a group of words that makes complete sense is called a sentence. We learned a group of words that makes complete sense is called a sentence. Yes, we also learned a sentence always starts with a capital letter, it ends with a full stop or a question mark or a exclamation mark. Yes, we saw a sentence always begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop or a question mark or an exclamation mark. So is this clear to you all children? Are you all thorough with this? What is a sentence? Group of words which make complete sense is a sentence. And how should a sentence be written? A sentence should always begin with a capital letter and end with a full stop, a question mark or an exclamation mark. Any one of this. Okay? Now let us move ahead and learn something more about a sentence. Okay? Now sentence has two parts, the subject and the predicate. Okay, a sentence has two parts, a subject and a predicate. A sentence is complete only when it has a subject, a verb and a predicate. A sentence is complete only when it has a subject, a verb and a predicate. Now, what is this subject and what is this predicate? Let us see this, okay? In a sentence, the person or thing we speak about is the subject. In a sentence, the person or thing we speak about is the subject. Yes, the sentence, the main person or the thing that we are talking about is the subject. S-U-B-J-E-C-T, subject. S-U-B-J-E-C-T, subject. Okay, so let's see an example. Ravi is in the class. Ravi is in the class. So whom are we talking about? We are talking about Ravi. So Ravi becomes the subject over here. Yes, Ravi becomes the subject over here. Now, predicate tells us what we are saying about the subject. Predicate tells us what we are saying about the subject. Okay. Ravi is in the class. So what is it telling us? About whom are we talking? We are talking about Ravi. So Ravi is the subject here. And what are we talking about Ravi? We are saying Ravi is in the class. So is in the class becomes the predicate. Is in the class becomes the predicate. Okay, the person about whom we are talking becomes the subject, and what are we talking about the person, that becomes the predicate. Let us see one more example. The book is full of beautiful pictures. The book is full of beautiful picture. What are we talking about here? We are talking about the book. So the book is the subject here. The book is the subject here. And what are we saying about the book? We are saying it is full of beautiful pictures. So is full of beautiful pictures becomes the predicate. Is full of beautiful pictures becomes the predicate. Let us see one more example. The neem tree is big and strong. The neem tree is big and strong. Now what are we talking about over here? We are talking about the neem tree. We are talking about the neem tree. So the neem tree is the subject. The neem tree is the subject. And what are we talking about the neem tree? We are saying the neem tree is big and strong. So is big and strong becomes the predicate. Is big and strong becomes the predicate. Understood, children? The main person or the thing that we talk about in a sentence is the subject, and what are we talking about the subject becomes the predicate. Also, one more thing to remember here is the predicate always includes the verb that is there in the sentence. The predicate always includes the verb in the sentence. Okay? The action word or the doing word, the verb that is there in the sentence always gets included in the predicate. Yes? Now we have some examples here. Okay, let us see the examples. The market is very crowded today. The market is very crowded today. Now tell me, children, what are we talking about over here? We are talking about the market. So what is the subject here? The market is the subject here. And what are we saying about the market? We are saying it is very crowded today. So is very crowded today becomes the predicate. Is very crowded today becomes the predicate. Yes? Now let us see the next example. We went to the airport. Yes, we is the subject because we are talking about ourselves. We're talking about we. So we is the subject here. What are we telling about we? Went to the airport. Yes. So went to the airport becomes the predicate. Went to the airport becomes the predicate. Now see the next one. Birds fly. Birds fly. Now, what is the subject here? What are we talking about? We are talking about the birds. So, birds become the subject here. And what are we saying about the birds? We say birds fly. So, fly becomes the predicate. Fly becomes the predicate. Let us see some more examples. The dog is a faithful animal. The dog is a faithful animal. Now, whom are we talking about? What are we talking about? We are talking about the dog. So, the dog is the subject here. And what are we saying about the dog? It is a faithful animal. So, is a faithful animal becomes the predicate. Yes? Understood, children? Yes? Let's see the next example. Rama killed Ravana. Rama killed Ravana. Whom are we talking about? We are talking about Rama. So Rama is the subject here. And what did Rama do? What are we telling about Rama? He killed Ravana. So killed Ravana becomes the predicate. Killed Ravana becomes the predicate. So children, did you all understand? Yes. Subject and predicate. Subject tells us about who or about what we are talking, and predicate tells us what are we telling about the subject. Yes, the predicate tells us about the subject. Is it clear? Yes. Now children, I have some exercises for you. Yes, we are going to circle the subjects here and you're going to underline the predicate. Remember, we are going to circle the subjects and underline the predicate. Now, when I read out the sentence, you will think of the answer in your mind, and when I give you the answer, you are going to check whether you have got it right. Yes? So, the first one is, my friend sent me a birthday card. My friend sent me a birthday card. Now, whom are we talking about here? We are talking about my friend. So, what is the subject here? My friend is a subject. And what are we saying about my friend? She sent me a birthday card. So sent me a birthday card becomes the predicate. Yes, sent is the verb here and birthday card is the object. So sent me a birthday card becomes the predicate. So my friend, I will circle it, and sent me a birthday card, I'm going to underline it. Yes, clear? Let's see the next one. Autumn leaves are falling from the trees. Autumn leaves are falling from the trees. Now, what are we talking about here? Autumn leaves. So, autumn leaves becomes the subject. And what are we telling about autumn leaves? Are falling from the trees. So, are falling from the trees becomes the predicate. So, autumn leaves, we're going to circle, and are falling from the trees, we're going to underline it. Yes? So, shall we see the next one? My friend lost his compass box. My friend lost his compass box. So, whom are we talking about? We are talking about my friend. And what are we saying about him? Lost his compass box. Yes? So, my friend is a subject here. So, I'm going to circle my friend. And lost his compass box is the predicate. So, I'm going to underline lost his compass box. Yes? Understood, children? So, let us see some more examples now. The small plane flew over the mountains. The small plane flew over the mountains. So, what will the subject be over here? The small plane. So, we will circle the subject here. Flew over the mountains. So, flew over the mountains is the predicate, and we are going to underline the predicate. Yes? Understood, children? So what are we talking about? We are talking about the small plane. So that is the subject, and we have circled it. And what are we saying about the subject? Flew over the mountains. So that is the predicate, and we are going to underline the predicate. Yes? The next example, the earth moves around the sun. The earth moves around the sun. So what are we talking about in this? We are talking about earth. So the earth is the subject here. So we will circle the earth. And what are we saying about the earth? Moves around the sun. So moves around the sun becomes the predicate. Yes? The next one, a dove is a symbol of peace. A dove is a symbol of peace. Yes? So what are we talking about here? We are talking about a dove. So that becomes a subject, and we are going to circle it. Is a symbol of peace. Yes? So that becomes the predicate, and we are going to underline that. Okay, children? Understood? What is a subject? What is a predicate? Yes? Now I have some more examples for you, and you're going to think of the answer in your mind, and I will tell you the correct answer, and you can see whether you've got it correct. Yes? Write the subject to these predicates. There are some sentences given, they are incomplete. The subject in the sentence is missing. So we are going to write down the subject to these predicates. Yes? The first one is shines during the day. Shines during the day. So what shines during the day? Yes, sun shines during the day. The sun is the subject here. Okay. The next one, cow gives us milk. Cow gives us milk. Who gives us milk? Cow. So cow is the subject here. The next one, Dash enjoyed the ice cream. dash enjoyed the ice cream. Now children, here we have to write a subject. Okay, who enjoyed the ice cream? I have written it as my sister enjoyed the ice cream. My sister enjoyed the ice cream. Here you can write anything. You can write my brother, my mother, my friend, or you can write their names, Ria, Pooja. Yes, you can write their names or you can write anything that you want to. The next one, dash barks at strangers. Dash barks at strangers. Who barks at strangers? Yes, dog barks at strangers. The dog barks at strangers. Yes, is it clear? Okay. Now we are going to complete the sentences by adding suitable predicates. We have to complete the sentences by adding suitable predicates. Yes, the first one, an apple. An apple. What about the apple? You're going to ask me what? An apple what? So you have to complete it. You have to write the predicate after that. So think of an answer for this and then I will tell you the answer. And let's check then whether we are getting it correct. Yes, an apple. I have written it as an apple is very sweet. An apple is very sweet. You can also write an apple is red in color. An apple is red in color. Or you could also write an apple a day keeps the doctor away. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Right? So this you can write it accordingly as per your wish, but the formation has to be correct. Okay? The next one, a bird. A bird. What? What did the bird do? What about the bird? So you have to complete the sentence by adding suitable predicate. So I can say, a bird builds its nest on the tree. A bird builds its nest on the tree. Or you could also say, a bird flies high in the sky. A bird flies high in the sky. Yes? The next one, this dress. This dress. Think of anything that you want to add and complete this sentence, and then we will see whether what you have written is correct. This dress is very beautiful. This dress is very beautiful. You can write anything else, children. You can write this dress is pink in color. This dress is dirty. This dress is too big for me. Yes. So I have written that this dress is very beautiful. Now the next one, the bucket. The bucket. Now just tell me, what will you write here? Yes. Shall we see what I have written? The bucket is full of water. The bucket is full of water. You can also write the bucket is empty. The bucket is empty. Or you can write the bucket is blue in color. The bucket is blue in color. So you have to complete the sentence using proper predicates, framing it properly. Yes, you can use anything, but then you have to frame it properly. Fine? Yes, children. So understood? What did we learn today? We learned about subjects and predicate. Sentences are divided into two parts, subject and predicate. Subject is about whom or about what we talk, and predicate tells us about the subject. So, is it clear? Go through this again, children, and there is a worksheet provided in the link given below. You have to solve the worksheet and submit it. Okay? Bye.